Hey, what is going on, guys? Glad Gecko here, and welcome back to another little thing talking about the RP. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about possibly some of uh, the things that are going to be featured, like the kinds of things that you're going to see with the mods and stuff. But because I wanted to hype you guys up for what kind of things you might be able to expect from the series. So starting off, we're going to go through the Blood Magic mod, one of my personal favorite mods. Not particularly my favorite, just because it's a little darker than what I usually like, but overall, it's pretty cool, right? It's got a ton of really cool looking items, blocks, and decorations, along with a couple awesome armor sets that could be used for some great villains. And then you've got all these things, yada yada yada. Then you got possibly my favorite Minecraft mod of the um, middle era of Minecraft mods. That's just like my favorite Minecraft mod kind of resides in the very old ages of Minecraft mods, but in the general middle eras of Minecraft mods, where you get the most like where a lot of the big modding comes into play. This is possibly my favorite of that generation, but the older generation, personally, I think had the best mods. But yeah, all of like basically everything from Draconic Evolution looks absolutely incredible. Like, look at that. Tell me that does not look awesome, right? And this also features one of my favorite blocks in the entirety of modded Minecraft, the Draconic Reactor Core. And for those of you who know my channel, well, you know why this is. And for those of you who don't, figure it out. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, we got these incredible looking armor sets, which I absolutely love. This looks really cool, and I think it would make for a great villain set. And this looks absolutely incredible. Well, it looks like royalty, which is probably what we're going to use it for when this whole thing gets kicked off, right? And then you got all these things which also look absolutely amazing, right? Got this, this. They all look absolutely amazing. I love the special effects of this mod, but I love the overpowered items. I love how everything looks. I love it all, right? I don't understand why there's pixel, but you know what? I'm not gonna question it. And then we have the dragon mounts. Now, I tried to do this before, but the video ended up being a little too long for what I've been wanting to do. So I'll just fly along the path that I took earlier just to show you guys what exactly all these look like. So this is the Moonlight Dragon. And these, I think most of the dragons that I ran through, I think are actually new to dragon mounts because I don't recognize any of these, but they look absolutely incredible. I think all the textures of the mods have been updated along with adding some new dragons, and I absolutely could not love it more because they look amazing. And then over here we have the Ghost Dragon, or as it's called now, the Skeleton Dragon, but it's a Ghost Dragon. That's what it was originally called in the mod. Then we have the Zombie Dragon over here, which looks amazing. It looks like radioactive, which I think is awesome. And then over here, we have the Storm Dragon, which looks incredible. I really like it. I think it could fit well for for, for some very cool scenes in the roleplay. I really like it. I don't know what's going on with the tail, but I'm not going to question it. Over here, we have the Enchant Dragon, which honestly, at first I was kind of hesitant to have any real faith in because the spawn egg just kind of looks like a pretty pink princess, but they actually, I think, did a good job with this one on making it look actually like an actually good looking dragon without making it look too, you know, overly, barbified. And then you have the Wither Skeleton Dragon, and of course, it's basically just a reskin of the Ghost Dragon, but that's fine. It still looks cool. And then we have the Ender Dragon, which I was not expecting it to look like this, but they actually overhauled the Ender Dragon texture, which I absolutely love, and I think it looks awesome. And then we have the Fire Dragons, which were the first ones to really catch me by surprise because they looked nothing like this in the previous iterations. They were a lot more red, right? So yeah, but they still look incredible. Then we have the Forest Dragon, which is pretty self-explanatory. Bunch of leaves and whatnot. Looks pretty cool. And then we have the Terra or Earth Dragon, which also looks amazing. It looks like it was made out of ancient ruins, which I really like. Right? And then we have the Water Dragons. I don't know why there's two of them. I don't recall spawning two, but I guess there's two. And I really like these designs. They genuinely look like aquatic dragons, and I really think they look amazing. I would have gone with a slightly different hue of blue, or maybe kept the darker blue that they had before, but still, I think they look amazing. And if I can find where I placed the next ones, where would that be? Right over here, the Aether Dragon. The Aether Dragon actually didn't change too much. I can clearly see that they did make some changes, which I definitely like. It looks a lot nicer and more polished, both literally and figuratively. But overall, they didn't stray too far from the original design, which I like because the Aether Dragon was definitely a fan favorite for the Dragon Mounts mod, and I think that is awesome that they kept it because it looks amazing. And then you have the Sunlight Dragon, another new one, and I absolutely love this design because it looks like a cross between fantasy and sci-fi. Like it looks like it is a living weapon, and the body and tail are just charging up some kind of sunlight cannon. And then over here we have the Ice and Nether Dragons. The Ice Dragon, I like it. It looks really pretty, and I think it fits very well. And then the Nether Dragon looks absolutely awesome. I love how it just looks like it is entirely constructed out of molten metal that is just melting from the inside out. And you can see it trying to seep through the cracks between the scales, and how the wings themselves look like they're made out of white hot metal that just gradually transitions into a slightly cooler at the wingtips. I really like that. And then we have the Dragonmount's Armory, which is also looking amazing. I think this could be very cool for a requip magic user if we have any characters like that. And then of course you got all the furniture mods, Mystical World, which just makes everything pretty. You got Biomes plenty, which is pretty self-explanatory. The Blockbuster, it's it's pretty good. It's very useful for, you know, setting up staged scenes and whatnot, and if you need a solid color scene, it's very good for that. And then you have Botania, which is a very pretty mod. I absolutely love it. It it's one of my personal favorite mods, but I think here it'll mostly just be for decoration, which isn't a bad thing. And then, of course, digital and bits is also for decoration. And then custom NPCs is also another tool for the just another tool for the roleplay to get non-player characters to work. And then Defiled Lands, I also really love. I only found this mod recently, but I think it could work really well as sort of a villain's base sort of thing. Like a place where a villain's place of operations could reside. And then, of course, we have the Ice and Fire. Everyone knows this one. And it's got all the dragons and the mythical creatures that everyone knows and loves. And then, of course, all the awesome armor and weapons. It's with a few pretty cool blocks as well. And then there's Mousy Mobs, which adds even more really cool looking creatures. And then the main mod of the pack, which is Wizardry, which is going to be what most of the roleplay centers around, as it allows you to cast the actual magic itself to make all the effects that are going to be used in all like the big fight scenes and whatnot to make things look right. And then you've got all the wizardry gear that we can dress up our actors in just to make things look extra cool. And then you've got all these spell books and whatnot over here. You have this Wizardry Tales mod that I installed. I mainly installed it for this, the casting ring, because it allows you to cast spells without holding a wand. That way, as long as you have the wand on you, you don't have to hold it to cast spells. That way, you can get more fairy tale like spell casting methods. And overall, I think that is the sum of it. I hope you all have enjoyed, and I hope this has gotten you all excited to see the roleplay. I will leave a link down in the comment section to join the Discord if you guys are interested in seeing updates about this series or another series as things go along. And if you are interested in joining the roleplay, if that is also something that will be available in the Discord, so you can easily bring it up and discuss it with me if you're interested in joining. Like I said previously, I can basically guarantee that you get a role if you apply. All right, pretty much a given. Because I have no friends to do this with. I have friends, they just don't like to play modded Minecraft with me. They only like to play other games, and I don't know why. Yeah. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and of course, if you have, do all that YouTube stuff. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.